Yo, sorry it's so dark. There was a fire a few days ago and I'm still trying to deal with it. So this is dark. I needed a quick craft. I was glad this one was fast. But I can't clean forever. My neck hurts, so I had to stop and do a craft. So I'm showing the ones that I did the last couple of weeks. I've been doing these various woodland creature embroidery felt pieces. Um, This time was a mushroom. It took me a while. I forgot what I made. That was just a few minutes ago. I'm exhausted. I don't feel like I've ever been this tired before in my life. So, anyways, I'm making a felt mushroom. I was totally on center. I have great aim with this camera. Anyways, I am doing what I'm doing here. I'm barely here today, this week. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I did an extra part last week because this is probably the only thing I'm going to do this week. I don't have enough time for all of these things. I haven't exercised at all this week, which is bothering me quite a bit. But I can't exercise because my arms feel like absolute noodles. I'm fully exhausted from head to toe trying to clean. So the fire was the biggest fire I have personally ever experienced before. And it's been a lot to try to clean. A lot of stuff had to get thrown away. The damage is relatively minimal, but the mess is insane. I didn't know, I've never ever heard anybody talk about this before in the history of my life, but I've never thought about what fire extinguisher stuff does after a fire. And let me just tell you, it goes literally everywhere. The fire was in the middle of the house, so the smoke is in every single room. There is black smoke and white fire extinguisher poison in every single room. A shocking amount. Like, it literally even shot up the staircase. I have, it's an overwhelming amount of things to try to clean. But it has to all get cleaned. It stinks. So, like, my doorway was right next to where it was. Every time I walk through my doorway, it smells like I'm literally standing in a campfire. It smells so bad of smoke. And there's white powder from the fire extinguisher absolutely everywhere. My whole closet got completely blasted with it. So I have to wipe off every single hanger, like literally everything. My purse is filled, and there's multiple purses hanging on the back of the door. So I have to go through every single purse, dump them all out, wipe out everything that was in them, throw them all in the laundry. Like, oh my goodness, it's a lot. So I've also never heard anybody discuss the aftermath of just trying to clean. Like, my arms literally hurt so much from scrubbing smoke off the walls. And it takes layer after layer after layer. It takes so much, and the walls are still gray. There's still black spots. There's still spots I couldn't reach. It's a cathedral ceiling, so there's one huge black corner, just where nobody can reach. Well, yeah, yep, that's proof of what just happened. Also, I don't know how much I said. My head's all over the place. We couldn't get it to turn off. So what happened was the oven shot itself all the way to the highest temperature. And then it turned everything that was in the oven to complete dust from the heat. And when we opened the door, the fire shot and it just became one humongous fire mess where the oven used to be. Anyways, managed to get the fire out. The fire extinguisher stuff everywhere. Couldn't even see anymore, trying to find the dog to get him out of the house without running myself into the island. The island is right in the middle of the kitchen, so it's like, oh my goodness, where is it? Where did it go? Where's the doorway? How do I find my dog? So managed to find him. Then a few minutes after I got outside with him, my sister came billowing out through the smoke. My mom was still in there somewhere, trying to make sure that it was completely out. And then I didn't know, am I supposed to call for help? They kept telling me, no, don't. So, I text the neighbors because I want help from someone. You might not want a professional, but I'm at least going to ask for local help. So ultimately, the neighbor across the street came over and unplugged it for us because we were afraid to touch it at that point because literally the whole thing was just on fire. There's melt damage all over it. It's bad. So we have a dog who bites. So I had to take the dog in the car and I went to go hide with him around the corner. We have two driveways. So I took him around the corner of the house as they tried to get the oven unplugged. And the aftermath is just insane. Does doing the voice drag help? Oh my goodness. And can you even hear me? I feel like I have no voice. I feel like the exhaustion is taking my actual voice away. So this is a lot. It's a lot. Like literally, I have to wash the walls, the trim, everything that was on a wall, every curtain, bit of fabric. It is so much. I'm overwhelmed. All of the dishes that were on the dish rack and stuff like that, like literally everything. And then as you're trying to clean, where are you supposed to put everything? Because I have to take everything off the racks, clean them, put them back where? Because the rack's still has to get cleaned, right? So there's this huge swap over. I use laundry baskets as storage zone, whether it's clean or dirty. The laundry basket's an easy thing to move and clean. So it's been chaos, complete chaos. And I have lost my train of thought so bad. The thing that bothers me the most is that my dog now has to eat purchased treats, and I don't like that for him because it's got a lot of additional ingredients, and I like him to eat as pure as possible, so he's as healthy as possible. So my poor guy has to eat purchased treats. I got him some. I'm pretty disappointed about it. I'm sure he won't notice. And then I'm also pretty disappointed because I have oral allergy syndrome and I can't have vegetables raw. So most of them. So I was cooking all my vegetables and, you know, can't now. I'm also kind of afraid to after that. I'm not too interested in seeing that anything like that ever happen again. So, you know, I've been thinking about like what kind of raw food can I eat, but I'm allergic to a lot of raw food, so it's limited. Anyways, sorry that it's so dark again. I'm having a lighting issue. I at least have a clean corner of the house. This bit didn't seem to get any dust or smoke because of the angle. The smoke shot through the doorways like straight as hard as it could. So this bit is far enough back that it didn't seem to get anything. But the other parts of the house that were shorter rooms are so coated. They're completely dusted. Like I went in my mom's office and most of it looked clean because she had been cleaning in there, right? And I looked up at the top of her dresser and oh my goodness, it looks like it had snowed in there. So anyways, here's a mushroom. Bye.